Hey all, happy Black Friday. I hope you are getting a lot of amazing crafty deals today. I will link down below with a few of my favorites, probably mostly from a cherry on top, to be honest with you. But to celebrate this Black Friday, I decided to do a Friday flip through. I haven't done one since July, and I have a huge pile of layouts. So let's get started because it's going to be a long one, and I should stop letting them pile up for so long before I finally show everyone. So this is, I think, a Just Because layout that I created for our travel album to Alaska in June. I used a Paige Evans cut file, and I used a pink paisley, really old collection that I have been hoarding. And I was like, you know what, let's just use it. And I just love the colors of this. It's almost like it's an outdoor theme. It's like a lake theme a lot, but I mean, we were at a lake of sorts, I guess. So this is the Mendenhall Glacier in Juneau, Alaska. It says, I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list. I had fun making that page. I'm going to set this aside because these all go in a separate album, and all the other non-Alaska album layouts will then be placed into their according page protector and put into the album of their chronological year. This is one I made for Scrappy Kathy's Subby Hop. It was a lot of fun to just throw a bunch of fun things along the seam. It's me and my boys and their cousins, my girly girls that came and stayed with us, hanging out in my favorite place, the hot tub. So I thought it was a fun time to use all these like cool icons, you know, because I'm a cool mom. So I have fun with that one. I created this for a cherry on top. I think it was a Technique Tuesday. We were doing an ombre effect. So I tried to do like an ombre yellow ticket thing on the background with the ticket stamps. And then I also did tried to do some ombre in the stenciling and do some pigment powder. This is when we had a sorting for my nephew. And we sorted him into his Hogwarts house when he was 9 3/4 months old. And it was adorable. And he crawled to, it was a dog toy. And there were dog toys for different houses. And he picked Hufflepuff. So for now, he's a Hufflepuff. He might choose a different house when he gets older. Like my son swears up and down that he is Gryffindor. No, he's Slytherin. I need to embrace it someday. This is one that I think I did Technique Tuesday. I'm not really sure. I think it was Technique Tuesday. It was like, you know what? It might have been just the hop, but it was like, what was the theme? It was, I don't remember, but the point of it was to throw everything on the page, and I think I accomplished that. I actually had a lot of fun making this, and it's wild, but you know what? It was fun. It's very arty. It reminds me of like an art journal kind of thing, and I stitched, and I did cut files, and I glued down beads and buttons, and I had a lot of fun with this, and I thought it was really fun to do for the time I took them both to dye their hair. So, you know, their hair was wild. The page is wild. I thought that was fun. We've got a double one coming up. We have Wally when he went swimming for the first time. And so he was really fun. So my title is Wally Enjoying Life Poolside. We had fun with that. And I used this cute little fringe die here at the bottom. And then I made a pocket page as well. And it has like a fun big sequin pocket, and then all of the pictures of all of us enjoying Wally's first time at the pool. And we were blowing bubbles, and Lockie was there making him giggle. I haven't done anything on this side. I always procrastinate doing my pocket pages. I know that I'm going to have something to go on the other side. So it's there on my camera roll. It just has to be printed. Let's see here. I have this guy. I think I made this for Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I used a bunch of beautiful sequins on that, but I scrapbooked my Mother's Day photos from this year or last year. Yeah, this says this year. Yep, this year. My Mother's Day photos, me and my boy, my Lockie boy, and kind of a unique color palette. It was actually inspired by the sequin mix, and then my dress as well, and I just kind of made my own butterflies with these gorgeous Concord and Knight stencils that I have with matching die. No, that might be all to new. Anyway, use some 49 Market. There's 49 Market pretty much on almost every layout that I do. And I just love how this turned out. I thought it was really sweet pictures of me and my boy Lockie, and I'm happy with that. So fast forward, I guess I didn't do a ton of like summer photos. Well, you know, we went to Alaska, so I scrapped most of those all summer, which we'll get to those at the end. But we're here at back to school now. And so, of course, my friend Sarah hosts the back to school hop every year in September. So I save up my school photos because we start school so early in August. But Heathy went to middle school this year. I have a fun cut file from Cherry on Top. I used the fun collection from 49 Market. What is it called? It's the school one, and it was so good, and I love the colors, and I had a lot of fun doing my stamping and mixed media in the background. Those are some Tim Holtz stamps that I haven't used in a while. I need to bust those out again. I love those things. So I absolutely love how this page turned out. Cute little pic of Heath. I let him pick out his first day of school clothes himself. Okay. Anyway, game over, bruh. School was over, or, you know, summer was over. Time to go back to school. And I had a coordinating page for Lockie that went up the next day. And he's in his 3rd grade era. Big Swifty house over here. So I thought that was a fun title. And Sarah's theme this year was like a punny title. So that's also why I kind of used like the kids slang, you know, slang or like a Taylor Swift reference. So again, I use the same collection, so you got a very similar vibe, the same kind of stamping, super fun. And then I will do pocket page in between with all the other pictures, one side for Lockie, one side for Heathy, because obviously I got more than just those pictures that I did on the 12 layout. This next one, I made this with the fall 2024 cherry box. It was a super fun autumnal themed cherry box. And so I put together a bunch of the items with like a collaboration of photos from last year of just some things from the fall that were my favorites. So we have like pumpkin cinnamon rolls, my Lola and her pearls, may she rest in peace. Pumpkins. We have an outdoor movie with a fire. We have my Halloween decorations. And so it was really fun to document that. A lot of times pulling all of the photos together for like a compilation page to tell a story can be a little tedious, but I'm always really glad when I do it. And so I think we were doing grids as our theme maybe for a Technique Tuesday. And so that's kind of what I was doing here. And so I do a grid, but like I'm not a super neat matchy match person. So this is like my kind of grid. It's a wonky grid. We got lots of things going outside the box, but it's still a grid. So I had a lot of fun with this one. Yeah, you can, I don't know if I posted that on my channel yet, so you can go to Cherry on Top, but I'll try to post that on my channel. Sometimes I forget to go repost the Technique Tuesdays that I do for them. Let's stick with the fall theme while we're at it. This was for Cherry on Top hop this month, I guess, and the theme was gather. So, oh no, see, this is why you put your stuff in the page protectors instead of piling them up like I did. Look at here, over here. Don't worry, we'll just doctor that up there. I'll just go ahead and like click it down right there. All right. So this one, the theme was gather. So I used the gather cut file, which is a free cut file from a Cherry on Top. But I also gathered my papers and did also known as ruffles. So if you're like if you sew, when you gather things, pleat things, you ruffle things. It's the same technique, and so you sew over it and stuff. So I kind of did that with my paper, and so you can kind of pop it up when you do this technique and give a lot of fun, good dimension. So I kind of did like a fall kit. I combined a bunch of different collections, and so you see a bunch of things on here. You see some simple stories. You see some 49 Market. That's mostly it. Some Minté chippies. I did some heat embossing. You got my white splatter. Nicole turned me on to my Delusions white linen ink spray by Diane Reverly. I don't know how to say her last name. Sorry. Anyway, it's my new favorite thing. You're going to see it on like basically every layout. So sorry, not sorry. Let's see. Still in the autumn theme. I wanted to get all of these shown to you guys because A, it's been forever, but also I know that I'm about to turn into some like holiday Christmas scrapping mania. And so I just wanted to kind of get all of these shown so we can turn to the holidays. This one was for a Rediscover Your Stash hop where we were focused on orange. So obviously I used a bunch of orange. I used an old cut file from Not Just for Boys Kit Club, Pumpkin Ick. I've done a few pages of Lachlan being real grossed out by the pumpkin guts, so this was no exception. I sadly think that this year he was not grossed out. So we might have come to an end of our pumpkin ick. But it was fun while it lasted. And then of course Heath is up here as well. So I had fun doing this page and doing the circles and a bunch of the little pinwheels, and I did some threading of the sequins, which is super fun. Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins. This one was for Cherry on Top. I'm not sure if it was Technique Tuesday or if it was a blog or something like that, but I used these ghosts. I was wearing out these ghost stamps this year. These are from Tim Holtz. The paper is Photo Play Creepin' It Real, and these little guys are Tim Holtz ghost stampies, and I put them on vellum and fussy cut them and I heat emboss them, and you can kind of see like I did the ghosts. Oh, can you kind of see? I did ghost heat embossing in clear on the background, so you got just like, I don't even know if you can see that. I'm trying really hard, but there's little ghosts on the background and then other stamping as well. So it's just like a little haunted scrapbook page. I had a lot of fun, but I put the ghost guys over the photo of Lachlan there, and then I had the idea. I ended up I don't have them here. They went back in with my Halloween decor, but I did those with the kids, my boys and my nephew in their Halloween costume, and I kind of made like just little ornaments. They just hang, and I think I might do that every year. It was really fun, and it'll be like a continuing little Halloween craft to do. I did a Halloween page of last year with my nephew when he was so teeny. He was the cutest little pumpkin in the patch. Oh my gourd pumpkins. And so there they are, family. They were all little pumpkins, and look at him. And Heathy was a skeleton, and Wally was teeny tiny, and he's so big now, and it makes me sad. So that was Wally's first trunk or treat. I think this was a sketch challenge, maybe. But I had fun playing with that page. Goodness, I did a lot of Halloween scrapping. So this one was fun. I tried my hand. Oh, we have a feather. I tried my hand at creating a sketch, and so I did create a sketch, and this is posted on my channel a while back. I used a Spiegel Mom Scraps Halloween mix that she created to go with Paige Evans' Halloween collection. And so I combined that with American Crafts Halloween collection, and then I created a sketch with this page, and then you can use it and tag me if you use it, and I would love to see it. I'll link down below with that video if you would like to get that. And then also on a Cherry on Top, like I posted my layout, and then I posted a link to the photo of the sketch, and you can also catch it at the end of that video as well if you're interested. But I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to do one every month, and in the sketch is gonna kind of focus on using titles, and so this one was like a title, focused on like using your stamps or your die cuts that you have that are maybe used for cards and working them into your titles on your page. So I had a lot of fun with that one. Okay, away from the Halloween layouts, this guy turned 1 this year. So I told you he was so little as a pumpkin in the patch, but there he is. He had a very hungry caterpillar first birthday party, and so I made this layout using Spiegel Mom Scraps Roy G. Bibb sequins, which is super fun. I kind of try to mimic the dots in the book up here, and then I did some Cricut wording, and then I did his name, and then I put all the sequins on. Oh no, we have sequins falling off. We'll have to fix that. Oh, you know what? We're gonna fix that right here, right now. And so anyway, my sister-in-law had the cutest pictures taken of him for his birthday. So these are just a couple of them. And again, that will definitely have an accompanying pocket page because there were so many cute ones. There's no way I can make pages for all of them. Although a mini album would be a good idea. This page was made with my friends, our charity challenge, we created a mood board. We each picked a picture. And so I used one of the pictures. Each picture, I kind of drew something from each one. I picked one that said, "Hey, good looking." And then it had like leopard print. So obviously I incorporated that. And then all my friends did as well. So I incorporated something from each of their pictures. But we had professional photos taken this fall, and I was happy with how this one turned out of me and my husband. So I thought it would be cute to use my title on that. And then do some 49 Market rub-ons, some laser die cuts. This is fancy pants, some Cricut cutting. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I think it's really beautiful. Lots of sequins, of course. This one I guest designed on Sarah Scrap's YouTube channel. So I kind of called on my inner Sarah to give me some inspiration, and I did some stamping and heat embossing and sequins, and it's very floral. I feel like it's very Sarah inspired page. I heat embossed this cut file from Not Just for Boys. It said Beautiful Chaos, and I turned the title into My Beautiful Chaos. It's me and my boys. Some of our professional photos that I got taken with them. And I was really happy with how that turned out. I think it's really pretty. Getting there, guys. We're almost done with the fall ones. Told you I had a ton of things to share. This one I created for the blog at Cherry on Top, and I used their cut files, and it was so fun. These little leaf things are so, I need to stick that down better. What's the word I'm looking for? Versatile? Oh, look, my bracelet fell off. Don't tell Lockie. And I used them as little frames of my two boys and my nephew. I used this pumpkin as well and created like a little wreath, not a wreath, a garland, if you will. The leaves were so versatile because I could use the inside of them and color them up, and then use the outside as frames. And I also put their photos on them to make them sturdier. I had a lot of fun with this one. You can catch that video a couple back. This one was just from yesterday. You just watched this yesterday. Acrylic stash bus. Used my gobble. You got the mom look, like, oh my gosh, behave. Let's just get this family photo over with. I had a lot of fun with that one. And goodness, y'all, seriously. Let's really quick get into the rest of the Alaska ones that I haven't shown you yet. So this one was a monochromatic, which I loved, and it's hard to tell, but I did some stenciling and then added glitter back here of the mountains. And I use a Taylor Swift lyric, grab your passport in my hand, and just kind of matched the minimal embellishments to the colors in the photo, but try to keep it mostly white. And I did some like white on white rub-ons on the background. I had a lot of fun with this one. So that one was good. The other side doesn't have anything yet. This one, this one, I can't even remember all the things I made over. This one was fun, really distressed. I worked hard on like getting those letters lit up, man. So Get Lost is the title. I love a good title. Just some pictures of us. Oh, look, that's the layout that I just made. But it's a smaller photo. I did the 4x6. Apparently I printed 2 of them. So, but us with our, what do you call that? Marker, geo marker or whatever. And then our Jeep. And so we were just having fun on vacation in Alaska. That's a full-size photo on the other side. Let's see. Ooh, we're getting there. Well, while we're talking about it. Oh, no. There's the full-size photo of that one. It's going to show up twice in the scrapbook. I think that's okay. I just did this one for Rediscover Your Stash Hop. Focused on the nature products, which Lord knows I have some. So I did these leaf, stamp, and die cut, as well as the laser die cuts from 49 Market, a few different collections. This one is mushrooms and some moths and butterflies, and then ferns and leaves. It's all good in the woods. We love to be in the woods. You know, I love a good title. So here we go. We have us in our blue Jeep that we rented that day. Go where the Wi-Fi is weak. I had a lot of fun creating this one with the watercolor in the background. I really love how that blue and green kind of go into each other. And then I zhuzhed up the edges with a little bit of distressed stamping. These are the Julietta dies from Pink Fresh Studio. Pretty minimalist and really, I think I was focused on sustainable scrapping at this point. You know, stamps, reusable, dies, reusable. You just need a little bit of paper. You don't even need colored paper. I colored those, the color that I wanted them to be with my Distress Oxides. So you really, you know, apocalypse comes, we're still scrapbooking. This one, I made this, I don't remember. I think it was a cherry challenge. I hadn't done a lot of mixed media on a background in a really long time. So I was glad to get this done. I did some green mixed media and then I added some rub-ons and that was really fun. Do something cool, explore. And it's a cool picture of Lucky on a cliff over here. That was at the Minnehaha Glacier. And he was like directing. He was like, Mommy, take my picture. I have one of my 12 by 12 photos that I printed because the photos were just so gorgeous. So this was at that same spot that you saw us taking a picture here, mountain there. So this is in Juneau. This is going to be like the cover page, if you will, for Juneau. Each section, each stop, each port will have a different like large photo that kind of tells you this is where we went that day. So I just did a cluster up here and a cluster down here and kind of brought in that foliage to kind of mimic that, which is already on the page, and then just said where we were. I'm really happy how that turned out. And then that was shown last month on last, what do you call it? Flip through. I'm losing my words. I've been talking so much. It's so many layouts. Whale, hello there. I did this one for, I think, Spiegel Mom Scraps, because I just did this whale tail and a monochromatic layout, but not, the pictures don't do it justice. There's just a few whales with their breaching or, you know, blowing up their blowhole blows. I don't know. It was the coolest thing ever. We were on a very small Zodiac boat, very close, and these pictures don't do it justice. It was incredible. If you get a chance to do that, go do that. This one was fun. I used an acrylic piece that said Wonderlust. It actually has an inside piece, but I was like, you know what? We can stretch this, and I pulled that out, and I backed it to be the color that went with the papers, and then I'll use the inside piece that actually says Wonderlust on another layout. So this was us in Sitka. The fog was rolling in. It was really cool over the marina. A few layering bits, and we call it a layout. This guy is super fun. Got a shaker. Found this cut file, you know, just like a free icon on Google search, and just turned it into a cut file and created a shaker out of it. And then it looks like the shaker sequins are all flowing out, right? But they're not. They're just glued down. Some nice layering over here. Bon voyage together. We were at the Bon voyage party, saying bye to Seattle. We were on our cruise in region on our way out. And let's see. We have one more 12 by 12. This is like caution. I did this for cherry on top, but it's going to be a cover page for like just the time that we spent on the cruise. We caution, fun vacation adventure ahead. So that was outside the water slide near the pool, where it was very cold, and my kids still went on the water slide because why not? And then just to get you ready for what's coming on my channel, we got Christmas. I did do this Christmas layout a couple months back for Rediscover Your Stash. And I don't remember the theme, but I was really glad that I did this because it was a hilarious story about a grouchy, mean Santa who tangled your tinsel. Wally's like, I don't know about this. It was funny. I mean, look at that grouchy Santa, but it was a funny story to tell. And I will have to do a companion page with our good Santa story, because we had a good Santa story and we're going to have to go see him again this year. Okay, I talked for a very long time. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I will try to do them more often so we don't get so full. And let's look forward to the holiday scrapbooking. Check down below for some of my favorite deals, some of the products. Let me know if you have any questions. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, y'all.